Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. It's a mystery. It has been a mystery. This is my second year vegetable gardening because it's the first time we've had any sun. And last year was great. And this year sucked. And there was a mystery involved.
It didn't suck, but it was confusing.
Today, we're going to solve it.
Finally.
It was a bad gardening year for us. The deer made sure of that. They chewed my tomato plants to the dirt.
I think we got like three.
3 times they ate it to the ground.
Yeah.
We stopped watering.
Well, yeah, because we were thinking let's just save on water since the deer won't let us have any of it. We had an adorable mom and her 2 baby fawns who lived right across the street, which was super adorable, right until the first time that you almost hit them because they would stand in the middle of the street chewing your tomato plants.
The good news is it's October.
And the little pumpkin.
So anyway, we stopped watering. The 3
you were
things.
bitter, weren't you?
I was so bitter, and
Yeah.
I couldn't do anything about it because I love animals. And then 3 things survived.
The zucchini, which
Would not die.
nuclear war. It's the zucchini and the cockroaches.
And then, of course, the pumpkin.
The pumpkin is adorable. Now, with these many and myriad pumpkin vines, I noticed that we had a couple extra. And I'm like, oh man, I hope they hurry and turn orange before, we get that first big cold.
And this showed up. Mm-hmm. Yes, this showed up. And we have no idea what it is. I went to the store and I bought the starts for these. And I don't buy watermelon, which I'm thinking. We put it online.
This came on the pumpkin vine. It was the same vine as the pumpkins.
Different leaves. Some leaves were like the other ones were.
No,
No, so anyway, the point is that someone went down, and I'm going to do this next year, and I'm going to screw you all up. I'm going to take tags out of one tomato, put it in another one. That's
A lot of people think it's just basically cross-pollinated. Bobby said, beautiful crossbreed. Congratulations on your unintentional genetic experiment. Hope we can see what's inside. Brady said it could be an apple gourd. Google it. They're pretty cool looking. Ben, our dear friend and former producer, said the severed head of the Jolly Green Giant. You weren't drunk gardening, but you definitely did something while intoxicated. Tells you a lot about Ben and Todd right there.
Yeah.
Samantha, she's so funny. She goes, well, apparently we were drunk right along with you because one end of the garden I have 4 pumpkins that were never planted.
Right.
And on the other end, a watermelon that had been planted on the other side of the fence and made its way under. You go, Samantha.
So the question is, what is it?
I still think that Tom's got the best one.
You think so?
Best answer. I'm not going to say what it is.
Now, I will say this. Watermelon are one of the few vegetables and fruits that will not ripen off the vine. It has to do it. Now, this used to have a foot, which in watermelon terms means there was a yellow area. Notice
it has been greening.
It has been greening up.
Yeah, so we know it's not watermelon.
How should I cut?
But it looks like a watermelon with the markings.
How should I cut
it? Half, of course.
No, you can't.
Right now, just cleaver that sucker.
What if it's a pumpkin?
Cleaver it. I don't care.
Well, no, you gotta cut it like
honey, you can't cut it like a pumpkin.
Cut it like a pumpkin. So,
really?
Yeah. So you can save it.
But it will be more visually satisfying if you just cleave it right in half and it's like.
Well, that's great, except then we're without a pumpkin.
We have 4 other pumpkins.
All right. I'm kind of excited to see what this is. All right, so make your bet.
It does seem vaguely troubling to me, though, that it can just pop up like that. Tom said this. He said, the first time I planted pumpkins, I put zucchini next to them, which you did.
Yeah, you said this.
They cross-pollinated, and
you said that.
I had green pumpkins with zucchini meat inside.
Right. Oh, waterlope.
I'm wondering.
All right, are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, 1, 2, 3. What?
That looks like a pump. No, it smells good, though. It doesn't.
Smells like a watermelon.
Yeah.
Smells like a watermelon. Here, smells like a watermelon. Get me a spoon.
Is it a golden watermelon?
Are there such things?
Yes, there's golden watermelon.
No, it's like a pumpkin inside. Hang on. Here you go.
But it smells like a watermelon.
Here you go.
It's a pumpkin. It is a green pumpkin that smells like a watermelon. Smell that. That's a watermelon.
It smells kind of like a watermelon.
But that interior
That
is
is definitely. Look,
here's one of the.
wait. Yeah, I'll do this for you. I'll do this. Right.
Yeah, that's a pumpkin.
That's a pumpkin.
But it never turned orange.
Can we name it? Because now it is.
Now I'm glad you didn't
our
cleave it in
breed.
half.
I know. Now we have a pumpkin again.
But it's green. It never turned orange.
I'm gonna roast the seeds and see what they taste like.
A green pumpkin that smells like a watermelon.
The mystery has been solved.
Kind of, because we still have to know why it's green and it never turned orange and it smells like a watermelon.
Well, the only thing I can think of is I planted some giant ones, but obviously this isn't giant. So maybe someone just switched the tags on me. There you go. All right. The mystery has been solved.
Now we have a green jack-o'-lantern.
We have a green... let's carve it up.
It smells like a watermelon. I'm just like obsessed with this.
But it's a pumpkin. All right. You guys have a great day. Gardening next year.
Genetics with Todd and Erin.
Barbed wire fence, electric shock, and attack dogs around my garden to keep them away.
That seems a little...
And wasps.
Bit of an over...
Wasps. Angry deer-hating wasps. All right. Carry on.
You're so sadistic.
Don't go over there, kids. There's angry wasps who hate us. All right. We'll see you later.
It smells... I swear it smells like a watermelon, but that's a pumpkin.
That's a pumpkin.
Look at the little rib kind of stylings.
It's a pumpkin.
That's a pumpkin. A green pumpkin.
All right. So there's been a crisis. They need our help. Who is this?
There's animals everywhere that need you. Let's start with the West Valley Animal Shelter. This is awful. They had to seize a bunch of animals from a property with a history of problems.
Yes.
You go on there and apparently
40.
they had a lot of homeless people living there.
Yes.
They'd had a lot of drug activity. And
Yes.
apparently down the street in the neighborhood, goats would come and stand on your car if they felt like it. Because this was sort of like an amateur rescue haven
Hobbyist.
farm
We
thing.
collect homeless people.
Right there in West Valley City.
And birds.
Apparently, the West Valley City Shelter is now crammed to the gills, or the feathers in this particular case.
Mm-hmm.
They had to seize over 200 birds from this refuge. Now, this is terrible. Most of them are problem birds now, which is very, very sad.
Wait. When you say problem birds, let's not shame them.
It's not their fault. They had a rough beginning.
My understanding is they have some parrots and they are going to the rescue.
Yeah, well,
because they are ill.
They're
and they
very
need help.
specialized, yeah. But
Yes.
unfortunately, they're all pretty much right there right now at West Valley. So
most of them are what?
150 of them are like a special breed of pigeon. Now, these aren't the pigeons that you find
Pigeons.
downtown that, I don't know. These are like the kind that gets shown at county fairs.
Excuse me. I've been preaching this for every year.
Explain.
Is the fact that when you go to the fair and it's like, tilt-a-whirl and deep fried butter and, all that other stuff, you have to go into the barns off to the sides and you go and see the people who made pies and the preserves and stuff.
Quilts.
There is a pigeon area and they have all these fancy pigeons with ruffly feet and different colors and different looks and they're really cool and people are really into it. And that's what we have here.
Well, unfortunately, apparently they've got a lot of issues. This is heartbreaking. They also have geese. They have chickens. So
for $5.
$5. They're like, hey, $5. So they've been frantically trying to get them better. They've set up this huge sort of aviary area.
I can't even
in
imagine.
the opening of the shelter, and they basically are zip tying perches to cages and trying to get it going.
Right.
And God bless them. This is very sad that the director says the faster they get adopted, the faster things will go back to normal around here.
All right, the call out is going out.
Do you like birds?
To pigeon people, and those kind of people. Tell your crews you're on Facebook together.
You all know each other.
Get on that. Where are they going again?
It's the West Valley City Animal Shelter, and
There
they
you
will
go.
gratefully receive you with open arms.
And wings. I will now give you a thought to think about
Yes.
that will make you feel weird.
Okay.
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? No, you haven't.
That's troubling. Why did you bring that up?
Isn't that weird?
Now I'm concerned.
I've never seen a baby pigeon.
What do they look like?
Where do they go? Where do they come from?
Yeah, they're all more or less the same size when you see them rumbling around the city in their little bird gangs. I
Do
mean,
storks bring them full grown? All right.
Why did you have to do that to me? Now I can't concentrate.
It's true, isn't it? You've never seen. Okay, so
No.
let's talk about criminals.
I don't know why I love these stories so much because I shouldn't because they're breaking the law and there's usually drugs involved. But this guy, I just keep figuring if they could harness this go-getter energy on some of these
Go-getter?
guys.
Like what?
Surely it could go to something good. Well, this guy's an overachiever. He likes to accomplish a lot in one evening. Mm-hmm. Utah County man was apparently first spotted setting a car on fire in Provo with his girlfriend. That was the number one problem. When firefighters came to put out the fire, the guy whose car was completely incinerated, it also damaged 2 other cars around him, said, "Oh, I owe this one guy for like a gram of marijuana, and he's probably mad because I haven't paid him."
It's probably not a gram of marijuana.
That's what he claimed. That's what he told the police. In any case, apparently it was
That's a very small amount to light someone's car on fire.
Well, maybe he's in a stupid
So
area.
I've read.
So the driver of the white Honda Civic, William Toon, and his girlfriend apparently were then led on a high-speed chase. One of the cops caught wind of them and was racing along. They were going 110 miles an hour on city streets and moving here and going there. Things were crazy, and they lost the officer. Now,
Did they really?
they did have a chance to run the plate, however, because he was
In his own
in the car, and they knew it was registered out of Highland. So apparently there's certain streets
Right.
down that you can actually kind of stake out and head into Highland.
Okay.
So they did, and here he comes, the white Honda Civic, and they're around again, and he turns U-turns on him. It's like one of those psycho action movies where he's coming at him head on and swooping around him.
So they don't catch him.
Things were pretty crazy. He escaped them again. I mean, that's
Wow.
really impressive. Well, here's the deal.
Fast and furious.
Here is the deal, though. They did finally, after running the plates, go, oh, it belongs to this woman, and here's her address. So they call her, logically assuming that's his mom, and sure enough, she goes, yeah,
It's his mom's car.
that my son has had my car all night. That would have been him.
Right.
She said, if you come to the house when he's conscious, he will probably start firing things, and there will be lots of problems.
Wow.
But she said, he's eating like crazy, so I'm assuming he's about to go into that sleepy stage
Because he's...
of whatever activity this guy. See, I don't think he can be stoned, though. I have never seen anyone stoned who could even drive, much less go on a high-speed chase. It's more like, you guys want to go to taco time? And
He's probably nappy.
yeah, so you don't usually see that in a high-speed chase. But anyway, so the officer said, that seems like a good idea. So they waited till she called and went, he's asleep. Got the canine unit, surrounded him, and sure enough, arrested the guy in bed, sleeping after his long and busy night. He's now facing 8 felony charges, and if you take a look at his mugshot, he's got just total bedhead and his all askew, and he still has this look like, what happened?
I think kids, this is a learning moment for us. Crime is exhausting, so don't
Really, and
do
it takes your time away from video games and your friends. And
Time for Tell Me Something Good.
this is a good one, isn't
This
it?
is my favorite story of the month, or maybe half a year.
Mm-hmm.
The Salt Lake City Search and Rescue. Now, and
We
that's,
love these guys.
and that's a .org, because these guys are totally volunteer. They buy their own equipment. They go through their own training. They just went through a training. What is it? They do something crazy. It starts at like 6 at night. And it's like a 4-hour thing, and there's 20 stations as they climb a mountain where they have to rappel, and then they have to do this, and then they have to do first aid.
Our beloved friend Jared's he's up in the Davis
And his
County,
wife, and
it's
his wife.
And it's insane watching what they go through, and you're right, it's all volunteer. They just do it because they want to help.
They got the call. They got the call. We said, we have someone down.
Situation.
Someone down, and you need to go, and you have to go up to Mill Creek Canyon at Grandeur Park Peak. And they said,
no, right
okay.
where that is.
Yeah, and they
You're
said,
right there.
gotta go. Everyone gets out of their bed, puts on their helmet, hopefully pants, get in their cars, drive to the location. They're all in radio contact. They end up there. They say, let's go. Headlamps on. It's nighttime. Let's go. They go up and they find, amazingly, and locate the victim.
Oh, I'm so glad.
I am too.
What kind of shape?
190 pounds. That's a shape for a dog.
What?
It's a Mastiff. The Mastiff had walked 2 miles in
I'm guessing with his people.
and decided, I can't walk anymore, and collapsed. And so they went up and they found the dog, and they said, okay, how does your dog sleep on a gurney? How would that work for you? And the dog was totally comfortable, just going in a gurney and being carried down a mountain. And I gotta tell you,
the men carrying him do look like a little red face. They're kind of puffy.
they switched out quite a few times, even though it was 2 miles. It's 190 pounds.
On rough terrain.
And they were worried about the dog like shuffling around and moving and stuff. And no, the dog
She's happy to
just did the Mastiff thing and just laid there. At this point, I would like to tell you, if you, none of your animal lovers and dog lovers, and the fact that these people can use any support that you can give them. This is what they do. They have all the climbing,
financial support, if you've got
all
tools,
that
if
stuff.
there's things you can offer. Fundraisers are great. They could always use your help.
Just go to Salt Lake City searchandrescue.org. There's a donation button there, and
I'm guessing massage therapists right now wouldn't be such a bad idea to volunteer some services. Not for the dog, he's fine, but
they probably need doggy treats at this point. So go on and do that. You guys have a great day. We'll see you. When are we going to see him again?
Oh, make sure you're sticking around on Friday because we are giving away passes to go on a ghost hunt with famed ghost hunter Tom Carr. You've seen him on national shows. You've seen him on his own podcast. He's got an amazing book out. This is going to be a really, really, really cool one. I'm excited.
You're going to have to wear rubber underwear on this one.
You're going to be scared.
We'll see you later on the Todd and Erin Daily Stream. Thanks for watching the podcast.